Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another hip hop album review. This is part 251. The album that I'll be reviewing tonight is Gravediggaz with their third and final album, um, Nightmare in A minor, released in 2001. All right. Um, there is another version that came out 2002, which I'll show you guys in a second. I do not own that version. I only own this version. There's some differences, obviously. For one thing, is the album cover. Let me just show you guys because there's like three alternate versions of the covers and things like that. All right. So Discogs. So this is the one that I have. All right. And then there's this one too that was also released under Echo International. I don't have that one, but it's practically the same album as this one. It's just a different cover, and you got this version. Everybody knows that one. That's like the more commercial released one. That one came out 2002, whereas mine's came out 2001. All right. Sorry, gotta set up my tripod. All right. Yeah. So the one with the 2000. So the main difference is obviously the album cover, but the track listing too. The track listing is different. Um, it's some of the songs are different. As far as it's the same song, but there's some beat switches and things like that. You know what I mean? Like songs, um, the same song, same lyrics, but the beats are different. You know, that kind of thing. So, I decided to throw that out there. So this one has 21 tracks. The 2002 version has 19 tracks. All right. So those are the main difference. I don't think there's like any like known singles of this album because this was like more like an underground release. It wasn't like really like a commercial release. Like it didn't really have any. It wasn't like the first two albums where they had like commercial tracks or like videos or anything like that. This was like more like a I don't know, it's like an underground release if that makes sense. So um, I would say probably the most known songs of the album is like the song Burn Baby Burn, which is another dope track, which I'll talk about in the like when I go through this review. But let me just show you what the album looks like. Pretty dope. Got the skull right there, like an infrared skull, pretty dope. You got the late Two Poetic Grim Reaper, you got Gatekeeper, um excuse me, Poetic and Fuquan of Sensasonic, that kind of thing. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Sorry about that. Alright, so show you what the CD looks like. Alright, pretty cool. Alright. This is like a regular standard jewel case. What I fucking love. I love jewel cases. Alright. Let me take this booklet out. Oh, hold on. My bad. Alright, so this is what the back of the CD looks like. Pretty cool. The booklet looks like. And then talks a little about the history of Gravediggaz and that kind of thing. So pretty cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. Alright. So, you know how I get down. I'm gonna show you who are the producers and the features on the album are. Okay. So you don't see the features of producers, but you do see it on the back. So let me just read them off to you. Give me 1 second. All right. So let's start with the producers. Producers in the album. You got Poetic. You got True Master. You got Diamond Track. You got Fuquan himself. Who else? True Master I mentioned before. Those are the only producers of the album. You know what I mean? So pretty much Fuquan and Poetic, they do the bulk of the album. Pretty much the majority of the album they produce. Let's get into the features. The features of the album: Prodigal Son of Sons of Man fame, dope underrated MC. Let's see who else. Shogun, Fourth Disciple, and Beretta. And True Master also does I think I think he does a track. I think, let me see something. Okay, so no, so it's Prodigal Son. It's Shogun Assassin of Killer Army fame. Um, Fourth to Seven Beretta of I think Beretta, that's from I want to say he's, let me see something. I think it's Beretta 9 of Killer Army. So alright, so I'll get down, I'll go through some of the tracks like I usually do. Alright. Alright. First track of the album is intro mic check. It's just them, just the group in a album, like pretty much in a, sorry. It's a group just, warming up at a show, like, nothing too crazy, kind of up on this track. Track 2, False Things Must Perish. That, like I said, that was produced by Poetic. That featured Prodigal Son of Sons of Man. Dope track like that. I like the line by Poetic when he says, plays by Cadillacs, hundreds in their seat, pumping the beat. When stomping the street, they coming with the heat. Cause flamboyant niggas get punched in their teeth. When they frontin' the beef, who brings the relief? For the average 9 to 5 carrying beef. Pretty dope. Prodigal Son when he says, now y'all regret, son. Shine all type direction, right connection with the right perfection. Receive a lesson, but my weapon ring, automatic protection. Blow out your reception, holds through your reflection. Solid gold complexion, stay swung to perfection. Did a 15 and me and my team supreme legends. Yeah, fucking dope. So that was track 2. False Things Must Perish, dope shit right there. Track 3, Burn Baby Burn, pretty dope shit right there. It's a very deep track right here because in this track, you guys might know that at the time, he was going through Poetic. He was battling cancer. He had a colon cancer, and he talks about the procedure that he goes through and things like that. So I thought it was pretty cool to hear that. That was produced by True Master. Kind of a dark beat, for True Master. It doesn't sound like something he would make early on. It sounds like something that Sons of Man would have used around like 95, 96, or even Royal Fam, that kind of thing. It sounds like something like that, but I don't know, in a weird way. But I do like the line by Fuquan where he says, biologically I breed a rebel, psychologically having fights with the devil, waking up with gashes, deep river slashes, hearing the talk with the motherfucking burn to ashes, scared to sleep, fearing committing a sin, stuck my eyelid and brow with a safety pin. Damn. Poetic when he says, pain builds my character, deranged career cells begins to damage my shell, tissues begin to swell, the human pincushion, needles begin pushing through my melanin cover, blood begins gushing, hunger pain is fed through my veins, trying to maintain a body and a brain under strain, belly being drained from my nose through a catheter to maintain my stamina game is high caliber. So what he's talking about, for all my people, my medical people, because I work in a hospital, so I could give you guys some knowledge. So the catheter he's talking about is called an NG tube. It's what stands for nasogastric tube. So what that does is that people that they have some type of obstruction in their stomach, they're not really allowed to eat. So they'll have something that's called a tube feeding. So that's usually like they have like a tube up their nose or like through their trachea, whatever the case may be, and they'll have like it looks like one of those water bottles, like those square water bottles where you have the lid, the red lip and stuff like that, but a bigger one. You know what I mean? And it looked like vanilla and short, and that's how you eat, because you can't really physically eat. You can't drink water. You can't do that. But they'll feed the nutrients into your body so you won't get hungry. But also you use an NG tube, so all the waste that's coming from your stomach, they're taking it out from, they have it, shoved up your nose all the way to your stomach. So it's kind of like a siphon, kind of like that. Now you like they're taking out all the gunk and all that shit from your stomach and things like that. So that's what he's talking about. The catheter from his nose. It's actually called an NG tube, nasal gastric tube. So that's what that does. So I just had to throw that out there. See, you're not gonna get this anywhere else. You're not gonna get this for any other review. You know what I'm saying? So, how's your boy? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just talking about shit, man. But just had to share that with you guys because a lot of people might not know. Might not know that. So, all right. So that was track 3, "Burn Baby Burn," one of my favorite tracks of the album. Track 4, "Killing Fields." That was produced by Diamond J. I didn't really like the beat. I wasn't really too fond of it. The lyrics were dope, but I feel like the beat could have been a lot better. Could have used a better beat. That's just my personal opinion. I didn't really write anything from that. Track 5, "Zigzag Chamber." That was a dope track. That was produced by Fuquan. I like the line by Poetic when he says, "Fake cats will tremble in fear unless you repent or beware. I mentally damage or fracture your cabbage. You're way beyond repair. Carrying tool while others be bragging about the cows in cars of jewels. It's a marriage of fools. Stick up, now you're left in a blood pool. Illiterate, limited, primitive, inconsiderate piece of shit. I stick you for your ice with the graveyard pick." Woo! Kill that shit. That shit is dope. So that was track 5, "Zigzag Chamber." Track 6, "Guard Your Shrine." That's produced by Poetic, Grim Reaper. Dope track right there. That's actually a Poetic solo track, by the way. I like the line when he said, "Your condition is a walking dead man. Wake the fuck up, or get your head banged on the soldier with the bloody red hand." Fucking dope. So that was track 6, "Guard Your Shrine." Track 7, "End of the World." That was a dope track. I didn't really write anything from the album, from that song, but that was a pretty cool track. Track 8, "Today's Mathematics." That was produced by Poetic. I like the line by Poetic when he says, "If y'all ain't ready to walk that walk, don't talk that talk, cause I live in New York, cause where the mayor condones the outline in chalk, and the big blue gang stalks and bang your corpse and force black American rebels into a raid to force back Samaritan devils into a cage." Woo! Kill that shit. So that was track 8, "Today's Mathematics." That was pretty dope. Track 9, "Current Events." That was produced by Fuquan, aka Gatekeeper. Like the line by Fuquan when he says, "Pressure build mentally, yo, I'm off the clock. Urge to kill, terror to dwell. Weak of the will, blood flows like lava. Running down the hill, tons of ash debris laid to waste the rot. Unknown fuse, confiscate one eyes, the Cyclops, the eyes box blade, cocks, forgive me not." Whew. Man, these niggas, man, oh my god, the lyrics and shit, like, they really stepped their pen game up on this album right here. Poetic, when he said, "I came to the hookers, pimps and I came to the hookers, pimps and killers, the thieving ass niggas, my soldier gorillas, 9 to 5 cats and drug dealers with bats and PRO blank. I'm PRO black, but y'all already know that. Fuck horrorcore, I bring holy war, cold and raw as it bubble in your moan through the pores. My soul soars way above Armageddon. Feel the battlefield through the hot meta and ice." Woo! Fucking dope, man. Yeah, they really went in on that shit. Track 10, it's just a skit, "Last Man Standing." It's just a dialogue skit from the movie War of the Worlds, like the old one. It's like over a beat and things like that, so nothing too crazy. But it's kind of fitting for the album, you know what I mean? But I get it. Track 11, "Running Game." That was produced by Fuquan. Dope track, very dark beat too. It's like a really, I don't know, it's like a weird beat, but it's dark, if that makes sense. I like the line by Porter when he says, "Always in the track, always in the trench, intense until I dent. The armor of the devil brigade, thugs are spent, the dark rebels invade you. your tent with the intent to leave your body bent. I let the shot event to lay your chest, penetrate your vest. Look for your family traits as you defecate. You die in the stench. Nothing can compare. Nothing can prevent. Excuse me. Yeah, those joint right there. So that was track 11, Running Game. Track 12, Bloodshed. Is a cool track. Nothing too crazy. Track 13, Wanna Break. So this version, Wanna Break, it's a cool track, but it's also featured on the 2002 version. It has a different beat from the re-release version. It's a different beat, so it's had to throw that out there, but nothing too crazy. Track 14, Man Only Fears. Fucking love this shit. This was produced by True Master, dope shit right there. One of my favorite tracks of the album. I like the line by Poetic when he says, "Fucking sewer semen, Apache renegades with hand grenades, drop bombs, evade men through their hearing aids, and fully extend the Gravedigger. Welcome to hell, son. The devil got you in full Nelson." Whew, killed that shit. That shit was dope right there. That could have been. I think that could have been that definitely could have been a single, man. But you know, but again, it just didn't have, this album just didn't have that proper promo, you know what I mean? So, um, East Coast, West Coast versus West Coast skit, nothing too crazy. I mean, self-explanatory, just saying like we gotta stop the bullshit beef between the East and the West, whatever, it is what it is, but shout out to the West Coast, man. Track 16, Rest in the East. That was produced by Fuquan. That was a cool track. Track 17, God versus the Devil. It was an okay track. That was produced by Fuquan himself as well. Let me see what else. Number 18, Better Wake Up. This is a dope track. This song is exclusively only on this version. Is not on the 2002 reissue. The reason being is because of sample clearances. So with this version, this song, it uses element of Lauryn Hill's doo-wop, particularly the horns, over the beat that they made. That shit is fire. That shit is so dope. They fucking killed that shit. So yeah, I think that version couldn't be on the album for obvious. They couldn't clear the samples, so I think that's what makes this version of the album, more, special in my, to so to speak. You know what I mean? Let's see. Track 19, Nightmare in A minor, the self-titled track. Pretty cool track. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was produced by True Master. Features Kinetic and Fourth Disciple. Pretty dope track right there. And track 20, Universal Shoutouts. I fucking love the beat for this song. It was more of a poetic solo track, but he doesn't rap over it. He just does shoutouts. But the beat is so dope, and he did the beat too. But he wasted such a good beat over that shit, and it's just like, what the fuck, like, you know what I mean? He's just wasted such a dope beat, man. I would have loved like a solo, like a solo track, you know what I mean? They would have killed that shit, but unfortunately that never happened. And track 21, The Crazies, Pointless Skit. I would have just cut that out, and I would have just left it off with Universal Shoutout. I think that would have been a dope way to end the album. But yeah, overall, I actually like this album. You know what I mean? I know that might sound crazy to some. Yeah, the beats are not great, but I just like how dark the album is, man. It's like straight to the point. They kind of went back to the old 6 Feet Deep lyric themes, if that makes sense. Compared to the Pick Sickle and Shovel album, the second album, which I was surprised a lot of people prefer the album over 6 Feet Deep, but I ain't mad at that. That's cool. I like to see different opinions. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like this album. It's not great, but it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's some people that do like this album. But good luck trying to find this version because it's very hard to come by. I've seen it go for like $60 online. Like I said, I got this from a CD lot back in 2014, 2015. It was like a Wu-Tang lot, so it was some stuff that I needed anyways, and I had to get it, and it just so happened this version came with it, so I just love the album covers. It's just so fucking dope. Alright. Yeah, so that's my thoughts. It's a cool album. You know, it's not the best, it's not bad, it's not bad either. But check it out if you guys like it. And I just have to show you guys one more thing, because I know you guys probably gonna ask me about this, because I do have it. And it is this album right here, Gravediggaz with 6 Feet Under, which also came with the Wu-Tang line as well. I'm not gonna bother to review this album. Here's a couple of reasons why. Because first of all, this album was it was put out unofficially, so it wasn't put out by the group. You know what I'm saying? And so the songs are pretty much songs from Fuquan's debut album that he dropped in 2003, Life, and it was just like under different songs and different song titles. And like for example, there's a song called "Burn in Hell," which is "Burn Baby Burn," and Alone in the Graveyard is "Running Game" from Nightmare on A minor. So it's like it was just like pretty much of a cash in. So I don't know, man. It's like, man, it sucks, you know what I mean? But it's not even that good, man. It's just like, what the fuck? This is definitely like a cash in, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm not. It's cool to own, you know, just to complete the Gravediggaz, you know, discography, but it's not even worth, you know. I mean, you could check it. It's on YouTube. You could peep it, but you know, like I said, it's a mixture of Fuquan's Life album and then a mixture of Nightmare on A minor. So it's just like wasting your money. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if you're a fan of Gravediggaz, you wanna pick it up to complete the discography, by all means, definitely pick it up. But yeah, I couldn't really fathom. Like I heard, I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I was really digging that. But yeah, that's it, man. I reviewed all the Gravediggaz albums. You know, hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely stay tuned, man, for more. Definitely got more CD collection videos coming up. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed that review. Definitely stay tuned for more. All right, peace.